Good day, everyone, and welcome back to Ogie Mark Gaming. This is the Zero to Hero Challenge, Episode 2. Got a lot to catch you up on and a little bit of a historical story to let you in on. Right here in front of me, you can see this is one of my first purchases off the used lot. We got this nice little harvester. Absolutely no headers for it yet, but we'll see if we can fix that soon. The other purchase I had, I can't move it yet because I have no attachment to connect to it, is this nice little speedy, very rapid baler. And it actually wraps as well. So those are my two investments so far. And you can see my money in the top right hand corner, $320,000. I've been working. So let's take a look at it. You can see a total time played of 15 hours and 8 minutes. Quite a bit. And you can see that I've worked almost 200 hectares of land, 88 hectares plowed, 71 harvested. And down here, the driving distance over 121, used up a ton of fuel. Mostly, it's all on used equipment. People's borrowed equipments. So I've done all that. And collections, I've actually collected 7 collectibles. They were collectibles that happened to be in my way or I happened to notice them, so I picked them up. So, we could probably put up $350,000 right there with those 7 collectibles. And you'll notice that in day one, I did purchase those 2 vehicles. The $216,000 was for the harvester and the baler. Other than that, I had $316 in loan interest. I've been trying to pay off $10,000 a day. So I did pay off $10,000 on the loan to bring that down to $316 for interest. I paid another $10,000 on the second day, which I'm just entering my third day now. And you can see in my third day, I had some bales I sold. I have some harvested income, a little bit of contract work, and the miscellaneous was, I think, a couple collectibles I picked up. So all in all, about $320,000 left over. And now it's time for a little story. When I grew up, I had kerosene lanterns instead of electricity. So I did a lot of reading, and one of the things I liked to read, believe it or not, was the old Sears and Roebuck catalog. And my brother and I used to do this thing where we would go into every catalog, flip open pages, and say, all right, what would we buy on this page? Well, I found a mod, I'm on PC, that allows me to expand the used sales categories and how much is available in the used sale lot. So we can take a look here. We can see there's 4 items for sale. And I could say, if this was a Sears and Roebuck catalog, out of these 4, which one would I buy? Well, the corn header here is really nice to go with my harvester. But of course, having a tractor is nice, but it's an electric tractor. But if you look at the tractor, it's a cool looking electric tractor. It's a New Holland electric. And it's got, if I choose to jack it up at some point, it's got some serious horsepower to it. 400 horsepower electric. Ooh, this one's tempting. I could go put a loader on it too. That's a huge plus. So I could use the loader to pick up bales if I need. I'm really thinking I might end up doing this. But here's where everybody on console is going to just have their jaw drop saying, darn, I wish I had a PC. Because now as I scroll, you'll see there are more and more items for sale. Got a couple wood harvesters there. I also changed the dollar amount so that things that are under $500 could even go on sale. So like square bale silage is on sale. Got all these other parts here. A couple trailers I might need. This would be great if I'm going to be picking up any wood. I'll need something to haul wood around just to clear some lots. another tractor in case I don't want to go with the electric. I've got a gasoline version here. And this one, I think, let me see, where's the engine? This has to have an engine on it. There we go. This one, if I bring the engine up, it goes up to a more realistic 320. But it's less, less engine. And if you look at the price, 112,000, that's quite a bit more than that little electric job. So I might end up going with the electric one and rolling the dice. I'll probably have to charge that darn thing so often, but we'll see. I have a nice truck available for 39,000. And way here on the end, you'll notice I've got a triple hopper trailer. So I got the Load King I could pick up for 36. So together, for under 70, 80,000, I'm picking up a huge amount of carrying for hauling stuff around. That looks pretty cool. This just came on the market. Every hour, there's a 90% chance of a new thing coming on market. The things only last for 24 to 48 hours. So they will randomly start disappearing. I've already experienced that. I've had some things drop off my list. They will go up to 50 items in the list. So things will just generate. If I keep buying them fast enough, then they'll disappear. Take a look at this setup. If I could get up to 412,000 before it's sold, or before it leaves, that's a killer deal. I mean, that's almost $1 million machine that I'd be getting for 412,000. And right next to it is a big old trailer I can carry cotton. So I could go heavy into cotton here for a little under $500,000. So do I do that? I mean, even just with a corn harvester. Here we have $4,000 for a modded 6-meter corn header. Over here, I've got a unmodded corn header at $64,000. That's 12 meters. So what do? Do you go with the higher money, getting the higher meter across? Or do you realize, hey, that's only twice as much. It's not that big a difference. These fields aren't that huge. And maybe we just go with the $4,000 one and get more equipment. I'm going to need a way to carry bales. This flatbed trailer has a lot of flexibility in how it, first of all, how we could hitch it. So we might have all kinds of different hitching mechanisms that we hook this thing up to. So that's useful. It also has different configurations, like I can have it be a tipper. That takes care of some of my hauling needs. I could have it for logs, which we already talked about if I'm going to clear some logs out. So this little trailer at $8,000, that's not a bad deal either. And of course, we have this one, which some of you have had experience with. I think this is one of Rusty's favorite trailers, if I remember right. This thing has all kinds of attachments and variations on it. I'm not getting them right now. Why am I not getting them? High attacher, low attacher. Oh, this may only be part of it. Well, if I need the other parts of it, I'm not going to get it randomly. So this one's probably out. But I could just get a nice big deck like this. I believe this is one where the sidewalls expand out, so it could be a really wide surface. That's what these are up in the upper deck here. Those are slats of wood that go in to fill it out. So for 11,000, I got a huge amount of carrying space here. Just won't carry any, grains or anything like that. So I got a lot of shopping to do. I have some money. And I'm just going to go through this real slowly so you guys can take a look and say, all right, list the top 3 things you would invest in out of this list. So you guys can play along like my brother and I did. Here's the catalog pages you have available. Your job is to pick the top 3 things. I'm going to highlight some as we go that I'm interested in. Obviously, we've already mentioned the electric tractor. We also have a loader here. If I don't get this tractor with the front loader attachment, then I am interested in getting some kind of loader to pick things up. I need something to pick up bales. So one of those two, I have this truck here at 39,000, and I have another truck. Sorry about the fast motion here. Another truck here at 42,000. This is the TLX, and I believe the previous one was, I think it's another TLX. There's another TLX. Okay. So both of those are very similar. This one has a higher discount. This is for a Unitrack, but that's going to be useless because I'm probably not going to roll that randomly. It would be nice to have a slurry distributor, but again, do I have a slurry tank it could attach to? Will I be doing cows? I'm not really sure. Of course, if I got the TLX 3500 at some point, having a nice TMR mixer is available. Am I going to take down trees with a chainsaw? I can buy a chainsaw because that's cheap enough out of the store without having to go used. But do I want to do it with a bigger machine, or do I just go over and pick up the log bed with a crane so I can attach that to a tractor and just pick up my logs that way? Because we don't have a ton of forestry. I just want to be able to clear the lots a little bit and maybe use some of that land. At some point, do I want water for animals? In which case, I could probably start some animals right off if I pick up this little water tanker. I already mentioned the difference between the beds, which one of those I want. Will I need a weight for my tractor? I don't know. That electric tractor looked pretty beefy. Maybe that's okay. I did mention the corn headers here. Do we go with the 12 meter at full cost, or we go to the 6 meter at super ridiculously cheap? And let me see. Silage grapple we're probably not going to need. Here's another weight. That's $1,000 weight, £1,000 weight for 500. The other one was 900 for 500. So I'd probably lean towards the more expensive weight if I got one. Here's another potential option for picking up wood. I could get this truck and just pick up the wood with this crane. I don't like this option too much, partially because of the price and partially because I can't get rid of the crane once I picked up all the wood. This sugar beet cutter is way too big. I don't even think I have anything that can haul that in this list. Could get a nice little cheap Valtra if I wanted to go ahead and get something with a front loader attachment. The engine on this can go up to 135, so it's staying with the small machine mentality. But I could get this if I didn't want to deal with the electric, but I didn't want to spend enough money to go with that larger tractor. So what do you think? What would you really focus on here? Obviously, I need a tractor. So is it the Valtra T? Is it the Valtra A? Or do we go with the good old electric, which we may end up having to charge a whole lot with the New Holland T6 electric? That one intrigues me. I don't know. It make it interesting, I think. Then when we look for hauling stuff, do we just haul our tractor with a trailer? Or do we actually get a truck and do it upright with this Load King? That's nice. So every, say, 10, 24 hours in game, I suspect I'm going to have more things here as options. I probably will spend money out of this list faster than I will make it. But I've been making it at a pretty decent clip. Of course, I've been putting in tons of hours doing the work as well. So I hope you have enjoyed shopping with me. Maybe you have some ideas to share as to where you'd go. I did not mention the $26,000 corn header here because it's 6 meters. And I believe the other one was 4,000. Whoops, I passed it. 4,000 for 6 meters as well. And it has the John Deere green, so it kind of matches the John Deere harvester I have. How about picking up a square bale silage? That seems kind of silly, though. Because I could just take a mowing contract and get that. but I have no way to carry it. So, anxious to hear your thoughts. What do you think of doing it this way, where we're basically copying a Sears and Roebuck catalog? When this list resets, I'll produce my next video and we can talk about, okay, here's what we got last time based on the input of everybody and some of the thoughts I had. I have not done more than pay off the debt, $20,000 so far. I do not have any land yet other than the starting 0 point land. So I'm not really getting on in my episodes quite as much as everybody else is, because I'm not using any workers. You'll notice when you look at my wages and stuff, I do not have any wage cost. Where is that? Wage payments. You'll see no wage payments, so I'm doing all the work myself. And I'm not leasing any vehicles, so there are no lease costs as well. So those two restrictions that will make my progression much slower. And as you saw Rusty point out in Discord here just recently, take it easy on the map. Take it nice and slow. Enjoy the ride. And I hope you're enjoying this ride as I take you through this Sears catalog shopping spree with me. Until next time, keep farming, have fun, and enjoy the ride. Thank you for watching.